Rivers Cuomo from Weezer backstage at Leeds.
And I'm Pat Wilson from Weezer in the same place. Today, Leeds was cold and fun, and it was a great show.
Yeah, there was a girl lifting up her shirt.
What?
She had a bra on, so it was cool.
Would have been cooler without it.
She started to take it off, but I said, no. I have to.
Why?
Because I'm married.
It's alright, we're just people.
Yeah, I guess you're
alright.
right. It's great. I mean, we haven't been here in 5 years or something, but, you know, everywhere you look, it's just packed with Weezer fans. Everybody's singing all the words. So we know England still loves us, and that makes us want to come back even more. We've been around long enough that we can see, one generation of geezers out there. They totally love us. They remember us from back in the day, 94, 95. And then we see another generation of younger kids, maybe even the geezers' kids. These are just little kids, and they know all the words too. So it's definitely turning into a multi-generational phenomenon. Well, I think our goal, putting together a set, is always to give the fans what they want and cause as much excitement and mayhem at the venue as possible. We went back to 2000 tonight with Teenage Dirtbag and mixed up some MGMT and Lady Gaga, just a few curveballs. But other times, like later this year, I think we may do a special tour where we focus on Pinkerton and Blue Album, our first two albums, and play those albums in their entirety, because it's feeling like that's what the fans want to try, and those will just be in smaller venues, but it's going to be fun for everybody, I think. Our guitar player Brian got his wires crossed, and it's true. There's a lot of confusing things going on in Weezer world right now. We have a clothing line coming out with Hurley, and we played a show with Hurley for the Hurley Clothing Company. They sponsored it, and so in this interview, Brian said, Hurley, the clothing company, paid to have us call our new album Hurley or something like that, and later on he went back and made a retraction and said that wasn't true, because it's not. The album is called Hurley because it has Hurley, the character from Lost, on the cover. But a lot of journalists haven't figured that out yet, and they still think the album is called Hurley because of a clothing company. So categorically, we have not sold out. We're still the band we always were. If we did take some money from a clothing company to name the album after them, we would tell you.
Hey, didn't we sell out in like 94?
Hurley is coming out on September 14th, and it's kind of a return to the very raw, emotional, high-energy rock that Weezer's known for. The first single is called Memories. It's actually written about how much I love coming to Europe, coming to the UK, and doing these big festivals. And it was written at a time when I'd been away from the band for a while, and I was really missing it. And you can hear that spirit of wanting to be with the band and rocking throughout the whole album. I feel more secure now than in the beginning of our career, because I've seen that Weezer can do all kinds of things and make all kinds of crazy mistakes, and our fans just love us so much, and they stick with us. They keep asking us to come back and put out more records and do more shows, and there's just so much demand that it gives me a feeling of security. Of course, someday that'll all go away and it'll all be over, but it doesn't feel like it's going to happen anytime soon.